Hey everyone, this is Dave Smith from No Kill, Colorado. You're looking at No Kill in Motion. I'm here with Alan Rosenberg from the New Jersey Animal Observer, Aubrie Kavanuagh from No Kill Huntsville. And let's get started here. We are talking about No Kill LA. Los Angeles, there was an announcement, I think it was last week, that Best Friends had said, they've reached 90%, they're now a no-kill community. I think that's great. They actually have improved. No Kill had horrible statistics not that long ago, and they have been progressing a lot. At the same time, it seems like they may not quite be there yet. There's been some stories that I've seen that maybe they kind of jumped the gun there because there's some things they have to do. And of course, the definition of what a no-kill shelter is also, challenged sometimes. People think it's 90%. I know everyone here is like 90% is the low water mark. The actual, no-kill achievement is no healthy or treatable homeless pets are being killed in the shelter system. So, it's exciting to see the improvement there, but we know that there have been some problems. So I'm going to start with you, Ellen. What have you seen in LA that maybe makes it that they need to go another yard?
Thanks, David. Well, certainly Los Angeles has made progress. As you mentioned, they used to be really, really high kill. So we definitely should recognize that the live release rate has increased significantly in Los Angeles. However, I do think Best Friends jumped the gun here. Nathan Winograd had made a post a couple weeks ago about this, and he pointed out correctly that Los Angeles Animal Services only reached an 88% live release rate for cats. I'd also note for adult cats, it was only 83%. I'd also note that they stopped disclosing their pit bull only statistics, which probably would also be under 90%. So I don't think they've even reached the no-kill standard of 90%, which I think all of us do think is a little lenient. More importantly than that, I would say, is until December of 2020, Los Angeles Animal Services was still killing feral cats due to a legal issue out there. So you can't be no-kill if you're killing feral cats for 11 months of the year. And finally, I think this is something that we've seen at a number of shelters this year. There were a lot of reports about Los Angeles Animal Services after the pandemic refusing to take in animals in need off the streets. Specifically, this was verified, in my view, when I looked at the intake statistics. The decrease in the animal intake year over year was larger than progressive no-kill shelters that I've looked at have had. So long story short, I just don't think Los Angeles Animal Services is there yet. And they do have some concerning things regarding restricting intake. And I would say, just to say, the 2020 statistics were made easier to achieve high live release rates because they took in so many fewer animals than they did, say, in 2019.
Interesting. And I've been just a little busy since that that came out, and it's great to be doing this, and I'm actually learning, hopefully, as much as the people out there, because I didn't know everything that you actually said, Alan. And Aubrie, I'm sure you have more that I want to know. So tell me what do you think since you heard about this announcement?
Well, when I first heard it, I was kind of suspicious of it, to be honest. I mean, we've known that the Best Friends Animal Society, which has a presence in LA, has been declaring that it was going to make LA a no-kill location for years. They set one goal years ago when I think the initial goal was 2017. When they couldn't make that goal, they kicked the can down the road a number of years. I think they bumped it out another 10 years. And no one would fault us for them trying to do better. We all want places that, particularly large populations like that, to improve. And we understand that there are challenges in Los Angeles as opposed to some small municipality in some other state. I mean, it's a ton of people and you've got a ton of animals. I mean, it's a huge logistical issue. Having said that, I think it's too early, like Alan said. I applaud progress for sure. I mean, a huge community like that, progress is great, but I think it actually does the no-kill movement a disservice when an organization held in such high regard as BFAS says, oh, look at us, we achieved this goal, but then it's so easy to show that that goal was not actually achieved. And statistically that can be shown. I think I'd have more respect for the effort being done if the celebration had been internal and had not been publicized. I have people in my own state in Alabama sharing posts with me about, hey, LA is a no-kill city, isn't that great? And I have to say, let's slow that roll for a minute, because no, they're not really. So I think that when you publicly celebrate and pat yourself on the back for having achieved this wonderful thing, it just causes more confusion, particularly when you haven't really gotten there yet. And as Alan pointed out, because the intake was so much lower last year, if they're going to celebrate, it should have been stuff like in the high 90s, not the low 90s. And we've talked about this whole 90% thing over and over again. And we all agreed that it's not about that number. It's about saving all healthy and treatable animals. So for best friends to continue to perpetuate that 90% threshold is saying, oh, we've arrived, while we know they still continue to destroy free roaming cats, and even a number of other cats. I just think it's disingenuous and it doesn't help the movement. So celebrate privately, and then I would appreciate them waiting longer until more is accomplished before they go to the public and say, hey, we've done these great things. Because when you make these declarations of success, it has a tendency to modify public behavior. People will say, oh, because now LA is now safe, I'm going to do this. So I think it's just premature and it's unfortunate. Applaud success, but I just don't think that they've achieved the level of success that they're telling people in the media.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, we'll keep watching what's happening there. Like both of you said, I mean, it's great that they've moved forward this far. I hope that, and I hope that they see that they have those next steps to go, regardless of the announcement, right? That the behavior doesn't change, Aubrey, when it's like we're done. I'm hoping that's going to happen. No kill, LA becoming a city, a metropolitan area like that. Austin has held the honor of being the largest no-kill community in the nation for a long time. I think they'd be happy to see someone else actually take that from them. That's the whole idea of what we're trying to do. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on it. There's been a great conversation. Thank you, everybody, for joining us at No Kill in Motion, here with Aubrie Kavanuagh from No Kill Huntsville and Alan Rosenberg from New Jersey Animal Observer. We'll see you next time.